Assalamu alaikum world, welcome to the channel Brazen Ways. So before we get started, I kind of want to cover what content I'll be putting on this channel. So a bulk of the content will be car related videos, so car builds, autocross days, and car adventures. Now coupled with that, I also have some cool ideas I want to bring to life using 3D printing, woodworking, something along those lines. So that will all be under Brazen Builds. Now the rest of the channel will likely be miscellaneous activities. Now I don't see myself vlogging, but maybe take you guys along on different trips and ski trips and stuff like that. I'm not sure, we'll see where that goes, inshallah. With that being said, if you guys have any other cool ideas you'd like to see, I'll be more than happy to explore those avenues. So show some love, drop a comment, and we'd love to use this platform to also give back to the community around us, inshallah. So let's see where it goes. Let's roll the intro. All right, we are back. So I want to take a moment to discuss a little bit about the car. In the next video, I'll take you guys on a ride along and tell you what I think about the car and discuss the specs at that time. However, for now, I want to discuss just this specific car. So this car had two previous owners. I was looking for a coupe starting the summer of 2019, and I actually bought a Miata from Indianapolis. I live in about 2.5 hours south of Chicago. So I drove down there, picked up a really nice Miata NB, so 2005. It was in really good condition. It was one of those deals where it was too good to be true. Had it for a couple months, and it drove amazing. It was a really nice car. Planned on turbocharging, and that would be my first project car. But I was slightly jaded. I had sat in a S2000, and I fell in love with it. So I had to have it. The Miata just lacked a little bit of power, and before I invested any more money in it, I thought I'd start off with a car that I really liked, and so I started looking for other S2000s, something that had a clean title, bone stock, nothing wrong with it, so they went really fast. In fact, there was a car that I think I saw it on a Wednesday, put my Miata on sale that same day, and it was gone by Friday. So it went fast. Nonetheless, my Miata got sold in a couple weeks later for a good profit, which set me up pretty good for this S2000. But I couldn't find a good S2000. Finally, I came across the S2000 in Minneapolis, September of 2019, I believe. I believe it was September. And I just threw a number at him, and to my surprise, he accepted. Turns out he was headed out of the country and needed to be sold, and so I got it for a really good price. It was a clean title, two previous owners. So I went up to Minneapolis, caught a bus, probably the worst bus ride I've ever had, but went to the dealership, got everything checked out. The undercarriage was really nice, no rust. He had got into an accident, but wasn't all that bad, I guess. I walked around the car looking for all the serial numbers. Nonetheless, it was a good car. I had already brought him down to a really good price, and so I had no complaints. I bought it, and the rest is history. Going back to that Miata, I plan on having that as my second project car. Hopefully that comes around soon, but I really did enjoy the car, just not the lack of power I had. So we will get to it soon. All right, so moving on. This car, when I bought it, had 120,000 miles on it. We are at 122,000 now. So when I picked it up, it was just before winter, so I had to put it away for winter since I don't have a garage. But I did drive it before, and I have been driving it ever since. I do daily it, and the reason why is growing up I always said if I got a nice car I would drive it, and so staying true to that, I have been driving it every day. All right, back to the car. So let's start with the interior and talk about what changes the previous owner had made. So overall, the car is in great condition. The first thing that I want to point out is this amazing phone holder. Yes, that is an iPhone cover that the previous owner cut and screwed into the back here. And yeah, that's not the way to do it. Anyways, so that's the first thing. And the second thing you guys probably noticed was this aluminum brush trim going all the way across. Now it's everywhere. So I don't like it. I prefer a carbon fiber look, but I think if you just take it off, it look just as nice. But we'll see how much damage the adhesive on these trims have done. Hopefully none. And if that is really the case, then we could probably just remove them. The final touch that the previous owner had made in the interior was Bluetooth speakers and a mic here. So Bluetooth speakers and a mic here, and change out the CD player. It's a pretty nice CD player. I can connect my phone through Bluetooth and have it play, but this is the cost. These buttons don't work anymore. It would be nice to have this work, but because I drive the car already with the top down most of the time, it's loud in here. When you put up the windows, you can hear a little bit better, but obviously when you're on a call and your top is down and maybe you're on the highway, you can't really talk anyways. So I'm not too worried about it, and I only plan to make the car a little bit louder. Now for the seats. I do have black leather seats in here. I like red leather seats, so I do plan on changing these to the red leather seats the S2000 comes with. The seats are really comfortable. They're already kind of like bucket seats. So I might just go with the full red interior, change out the door panels, the seats, and the carpet and whatnot. So we'll see how that goes. But in the next video, I'll change out the phone holder, take out the trim, clean that up, and show you how that looks. So I think that's it for the interior. Now let's step outside and show you what the current state of the exterior of the car is. So here is my 2000 Honda S2000 from the outside. It is a AP1, and it is bone stock as far as everything under the hood goes. Now coming out front here, you probably can't see it, but there's some rock chips out front on the hood, but I don't think that's too much of a problem. There are no rust spots. Well, I guess there is one there on the side here, but it's very minor, and one in the back, which I'll show you in a minute. But there's one defect that you could probably see on the bumper here, and the previous owner's wife apparently, or so he has, hit that on a curb. There's a little bit of scuffs as well, but I wasn't too worried about it. Like I said, it was a really good price, and I plan on changing it out anyways. For a clean car, not too big of a concern in my opinion. So I want to also mention that I will be wrapping this car. So I feel like wrapping a car gives it personality, and so I want to get really good at it and be able to change it out whenever I want. Different metallic colors, different matte colors. Kind of want to go with a matte black first, or metallic deep blue. We'll see how it goes, but I am super interested in getting that done after probably changing out the bumper. So as we walk around the car, you'll see, first thing you'll notice is that huge, hideous side skirt. So we'll be definitely changing those out pretty soon. And the emblem, kind of don't like that VTEC power right under the S2000. We'll see what we can do. Hopefully just an adhesive. But those side skirts are, the previous owner used rivets in them. Hopefully there's no rust under there. But when I took the car to the dealership when I was buying this, we took a look at the undercarriage, and it was in pretty good condition. And I did try to look under there and see if there was any rust, and I think it's in pretty good condition. So inshallah there won't be too much of a issue taking that out and slapping on better looking side skirts. So I do plan on getting that done pretty soon here. But the tires, if you get too close, you could probably see some scuffs on there. But overall, they're pretty good. We'll be definitely changing out the rims and putting on fatter tires in the back. As far as the brakes, we'll probably upgrade those as well. We'll see how the autocross days go. Now let's walk over to the back of the car, and as you notice, the top here, the rear mirror, or I guess the plastic, is, you can barely see out of it. So we'll be putting a we'll be changing out the top eventually. I kind of want to get a hard top, but I do like to take the top off on a warm day. So it'll probably stay for a while, and since I do drive with the top off most of the time, it's not too big of a concern. The top is in pretty good condition. There's that little patch right there and a small tear on this side here, but it doesn't leak, so I'm not too worried about it. All right, so here's the S2000 from the back. So again, the mufflers are stock. We'll likely be changing those out, but I don't want anything too loud or drones when I'm on the highway. So I'll have to do some research and find something that isn't that fits my requirements. But eventually, I do want to get a huge spoiler on the back, and yeah, it'll be a little nicer, but you know, it'll look good. As for the rust spot that I mentioned, so let me open the trunk here. So the previous owner spun out and got hit from the back. So this trunk was changed, and you can see there's no serial number on there. And there's a rust spot here, but it's super tiny, and I can take care of that. Overall, like I mentioned, in great condition. All right, that's it for the video. Like I said, the mod list will be in the description below, so take a look at that. Tell me what you guys think. If you guys enjoyed the video, consider subscribing, hit the like button, drop a comment, show some love, all that. Love to make more content for you guys, and like I mentioned, I'd love to use a platform to also give back and make a difference in the world, inshallah, for the better. So the parting positive message for today is, in light of everything going on, let's look within and really change who we are and how we treat each other. It is our responsibility to get to know people regardless of their color, the color of their skin, or where they come from. You know, sit together, eat together, play together, enjoy each other's company. You know, food really brings people together. Build a bond together and live like one family. That's it for today. See you on the next video.